Good morning, children. In your previous class, you studied about the electromagnetic induction and also about the Fleming's right-hand rule. You just recall it, children. The process by which a changing magnetic field in a conductor induces a current in another conductor, it is called as an electromagnetic induction. See, children, the process by which a changing magnetic field in a conductor induces a current in another conductor, it is called as a electromagnetic induction. And the Fleming's right hand rule is when you stretch the thumb, forefinger and the middle finger of the right hand so that they are perpendicular to each other, then if the forefinger indicates the direction of the magnetic field and the thumb shows the direction of the motion of a conductor, then the middle finger will show the direction of the induced current. This rule is called as the Fleming's right hand rule. Now today, children, we will study about the electric generator. See, children, it has been shown in the figure here, the electric generator. You have already studied about the electric motor. Electric motor means it is a rotating device which converts the electrical energy to mechanical energy. Now today we will study about the electric generator. Here the mechanical energy, it is converted into the electrical energy. In electric generator, the mechanical energy, it is converted into the electrical energy. Here electric generator figure has been shown, children. It is the armature, magnetic poles. These are here also magnetic pole, north and south poles, and this is the brush, and this is the galvanometer, and the slip rings are also there here. These are the slip rings, and these are the brush. This is the armature. See, the electric generator, it was invented by Michael Faraday. Electric generator was invented by the Michael Faraday. See, children, electric generator. What is electric generator? An electric generator is a device in which the mechanical energy is used to rotate a conductor in an area of the magnetic field to generate electricity. See, children, an electric generator, it is a device in which the mechanical energy it is used to rotate the conductor, in which the conductor is rotated using the mechanical energy in an area of the magnetic field. It is rotated in the area of the magnetic field. Why it is rotated means to generate the electricity. Electric generator, it is a device in which the mechanical energy it is used to rotate a conductor in an area of the magnetic field to generate the electricity. See, children, the electric generator, it is based on the phenomenon of the electromagnetic induction. Just only I told you what do you mean by the electromagnetic induction. Means here a changing magnetic field in a conductor, it induces a current in another conductor. For that process, we call it as the electromagnetic induction. This electric generator, it is based on the phenomenon of electromagnetic induction, and it is based on the principle of the Fleming's right hand rule. The electric generator, it is based on the principle of Fleming's right hand rule. And here, see, children, this is the rotating shaft, and these are the magnets and rotating coil generating the current. This is the rotating coil generating the current, and these are the north and south poles of the magnet. The parts of the electric generator. See, children, the electric generator, it consists of the permanent magnets and the rotating rectangular coil, brushes, and also the galvanometer, rings and axle. Electric generator The parts of the electric generator are the permanent magnets, galvanometer, rotating rectangular coil, rings, brushes, and the axle. These are the parts of the electric generator. And the working of the electric generator. See children, this is ABCD, it is the rectangular coil. B1 and B2 are the brushes, R1 and R2 are the, these are the rings, and this is the galvanometer. See, when this axle, when this, see children, this is the axle. When the axle attached to the rings, it is rotated such that the one arm moves up and other moves down in the magnetic field produced by the permanent magnet. See children, when this axle it is attached to the rings R1 and R2, it is rotated such that this one arm moves up and another arm CD comes down and in the magnetic field, and here the magnetic field it is produced by the permanent magnet. And now by applying the Fleming's right hand rule, the induced current are set up in these arms along their direction. See children, by applying the Fleming's right hand rule here, the induced currents, they are set up in their arms AB and CD along their direction. Means here the current is produced and in the arms along the direction. Here this R1 and R2 are the rings and B1 and B2, it has been shown here children. B1 and B2 are the brushes here. See, by applying the Fleming's right hand rule, the induced current are set up in these arms AB and CD. And along the directions AB and CD, the induced currents are set up. Thus, an induced current flows in the direction ABCD. The induced current flows in the direction ABCD, and if there are a large number of turns in the coil, the current generated in each turn, it adds up to give a large current through the coil. This means that the current in the external circuit flows from B2 to B1. See children, when we apply the Fleming's right hand rule here, the induced current flows in the direction ABCD. And if there are a large number of turns in the coil, the current generated in each turn, it adds up to give a large current through the coil, and this means that the current in the external circuit flows from B2 to B1 here. And thus an induced current flows through the direction ABCD. The induced current flows in the direction ABCD. After half a rotation, this arm CD starts moving up and AB moving down. Now, as a result, the direction of the induced current in both the arms change, giving rise to the net induced current. See children, the induced current, it is flows in the direction ABCD, and after half rotation, this CD starts moving up and AB comes down here, and as a result, the directions of the induced current in both the arms AB and CD, it changes, giving rise to a net induced current. The AC current children, here the current which can change its direction, it is called as the AC current. AC current means the current in which can change its direction. It is called as a AC current. See children, do you know that the electricity supplied to our homes, school buildings, company buildings, etc. is AC. Means it is the alternating current which reverses its direction after every second with the frequency of 50 Hz. And most power stations in world generate the AC then DC. This is because alternating current can be transmitted over very long distances without much loss of energy. See children, the electricity which is supplied to our homes, school buildings and companies is alternating current, which reverses its direction. Here AC current can reverse its direction after every second with the frequency of 50 Hz. And the most power stations in the world, they generate the AC current than the direct current. And this is because the alternating current can be transmitted over very long distances without much loss of energy. The AC generator, see children, after each half rotation, the direction of the induced current, it is reversed. See, after each half rotation, the direction of the induced current, it is reversed, and means first the current was flowing from in the rectangular coil ABCD. Next, the current starts after reversing the direction of the current, induced current, the direction of the induced current, it is reversed. Means the current starts flowing from DC BA, and an AC reverses its direction after equal intervals. A machine with this arrangement is called as the AC generator. Means here children, in AC generator, the direction of the induced current, it is reversed after every half equal intervals of time. Means the direction of the current changes after every half rotation. Here the machine with this arrangement is called as a AC generator. See children, this is the AC generator. See the figure here. This is the AC generator. Here the north and south pole has been given. This is the coil here, ABCD. It is a rectangular coil, and the galvanometer also has been shown here. The DC current means the direct current, the current which flows in only one direction, and it is a unidirectional current. It is called as the direct current. See children, here the current will not reverse, means it will flows in only one direction, means it is a unidirectional current, and for this type of current we will call it as a direct current. See children, do you know that the direct current may be obtained from an alternating current supply by the use of the current switching arrangement called the rectifier, which contains the electronic elements or the electromechanical elements that allow the current to flow only in one direction. Means children, here the direct current, it is obtained from an alternating current supply by using the current switching arrangement. The current switching arrangement, it is called as the rectifier, which contains the electronic elements or the electromechanical elements that allow the current to flow only in one direction. These electromechanical elements that allow the current to flow only in one direction. DC generator moving first in one direction, then in the other. Each end of the coil is attached to a separate metal slip ring that rotates with the coil here. The brushes that rest on the slip rings, they are attached to the external circuit here. See children, here the DC generator, it moves first in one direction, then in the other, and each end of the coil, it is attached to a separate metal slip rings, and these slip rings that rotates with the coil here. The brushes that rest on the slip rings, they are attached to the external circuit. Thus the current flows from the coil to the slip rings, then through the brushes to the external circuit. A machine with such arrangement is called as a DC generator. See children, in DC generator, the current flows from the coil to the slip rings, then through brushes to the external circuit here. The machine with this type of arrangement, it is called as the DC generator. And also in DC generator, The first it moves in only one direction, then in the other direction, and each end of the coil it is attached to a separate metal slip rings here, and this slip rings that rotates with the coil, and the brushes that rest on the slip rings, they are attached to the external circuit. Then the current flows from the coil to the slip rings, then through brushes to the external circuit here. The machine with this type of arrangement is called as a DC generator. Next, children, here till now we studied about the electric generator and also we studied about the alternating current and the direct current, and also about the AC generator and DC generator. See children, here the difference between the direct current and the alternating currents, it is that the direct current always flows in one direction, whereas the alternating current, it reverses its direction periodically. The most power stations constructed these days, they produce the alternating current. And in India, the AC changes the direction after every 1/100 second. That is, the frequency of AC is 50 Hertz. And an important advantage of AC over DC, it is that the electric power can be transmitted over long distances without much loss of energy. Understood, children? The difference between the direct current and the alternating current is the direct current, it is always flows in one direction. It will not change its direction, whereas the alternating current, it reverses its direction periodically, means in equal intervals of time. And most of the power stations constructed these days, they produce the alternating current. In India, the alternating current changes the direction after every 1/100 second, and the frequency of AC is 50 Hertz. And another important advantage of AC over DC, it is that the electric power can be transmitted over long distances without much loss of energy. The alternating current, it can be transmitted over long distances and without much loss of energy. These are the some differences between the direct current and the alternating currents. See children, you read this all, and some questions have been given here. You try to answer this. See children, here the slip rings and the split rings both are same here. Here it has been mentioned as a slip rings, and in electric motor you have studied about the split rings already, both are same. You read this all children, and you also answer some questions here. Some questions have been given, you answer these all. Thank you.